let's talk about what people can do to strengthen their own contentment. I know you've suggested meditation, and are there other things that you would also, that would fall into that category?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think meditation is important. Um, Learning about yourself, trying to understand your own feelings, and the more you understand your own feelings, the better able you'll be to understand the feelings of other people. And so, by understanding yourself, you increase your awareness of humanity as humans, and that raises the level of respect in the civilization, you know. So I think it's important. I think the self-awareness movement in the United States and the Western world is important because it will raise the sense of the natural order of values in people and hopefully dampen the desire to enjoy the thrill of the kill, you know, to go to war. And the power pleasure principle, which I talk a lot about, you can see in your own thinking. When people use morality as a way of condemning others and as a way of feeling superior to others, they're injecting themselves, or they're secreting the brain chemicals that give the feeling of power, that give the feeling of triumph. So when somebody sees a driver and they don't like the way they're driving, and they might say, "That guy's a jerk," you know. It will,
whatever you might say.
Yeah, and the inside of that condemning, the inside is, I'm triumphant. I've declared that guy a jerk, and I'm superior to that guy. And you ignite in your own brain the sense of triumph and power with every one of those little critiques. And so people go through the whole day, and if you get in touch with it, you can see throughout the whole day you're stimulating your mind by criticizing other people or asserting your superiority. And as people get aware of that, then they're going to understand, hey, this isn't solving my problem of contentment, of lacking contentment. And maybe there's a better way to solve this problem of lacking contentment than the power of pleasure that I inject in my own mind.
Well, when you do that, and using driving a car is a great example, because even the Zen people react and get upset.
Yeah.
That's a habitual thing then. You feel that and you feel normal.
Yes. Yeah.
That's like normal. I mean, it becomes your...
Oh, that pattern of behavior.
Yeah, it's a habit.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So to change a habit, then, if you are meditating and you're developing this practice little by little, does this corridor work with other chemicals? I mean, I love the feeling when I go like this to the driver, right? But I could get more used to other chemicals that see the driver as, I did the same thing last week, you know? So the chemical, is it a chemical situation then when I am enhancing my corridor?
Yes, I would say it is. It's a brain chemistry is to some extent controlled by the meanings you make in your mind. Meaning stirs up chemical reactions. So if the meaning of the situation is, that guy's a jerk, then you stir up one set of chemicals. If the meaning of the situation is, oh, look at him, I do the same thing every day, then you stir up another sense, a kind of a brotherly sense or fellowship sense, and so
lighthearted at least. Yeah.
So it's a matter of meaning controlling chemicals.
Oh my God.
And so when you meditate, at least when I meditate, and I know other people too, you have an experience that you don't have in the ordinary course of the day. You know, I feel this sense of fullness, feel a sense of elation and oneness, and so I learned through meditation what feelings I want to feel. You know, I want those feelings, and I don't want to lose those feelings. And when I stop meditating and I start going to work or something like that, you know, and my mind goes on other things, and I don't dwell as much in those feelings. And so, what I learned from meditation is how I feel and how I would like to feel more of. You know.
Mm-hmm. So you identify those instead of overlooking it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everyone has moments like that, but they mostly overlook them and look for the triumphant feelings.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
So it would require a culture shift from educating people to enjoy the power pleasure to educating people to enjoy the more subtle pleasures of meditation and what that could lead to. You know, maybe lead to a permanent sense of well-being that you never understood was possible.
That's my another question. A person that daily does something to enhance this corridor. Is it enhanced during that time and then it shrinks back? In other words, it doesn't seem that, well, now I did it, I meditated, and now I'm permanently contented.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't become permanent without great effort? Or?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point. So in addition to meaning, and maybe intentions are a form of meaning, you have to intend to or want to feel those feelings. When you meditate, you have to understand why you're meditating, and you have to intend to feel those feelings. So what I learned from Zen and from other traditions is that if you have the right intention, you can make a leap. You can change the function of that, what I call the Schuckman corridor, the one the thermostat for contentment feelings. You can adjust that, the operation of that corridor. You can turn it up by intentional effort. So if you think for example, the Zen monks, they go to monasteries, which are Zen schools, you know, and every day they're told, okay, you're here because you can attain satori, you can have permanent enlightenment. You got to make the effort, and they make a huge effort, and then sometimes, you know, a Zen monk might be sweeping the floor and hear a bird, and suddenly he gets enlightenment. Okay, and so that enlightenment is the ultimate alternative to the power pleasure.
Oh my.